listening to the Holy Bible 1-Year Challenge with Master Storyteller Michael Wood, featuring the easy-to-read version and used by permission from Bible League International. Enjoy the show!
Hello everyone, welcome to day 31. We're continuing in the book of Job. And Job's buddy Zophar gets to respond. Remember, Zophar is upset with Job and insulted. So Zophar goes on to reassert what him and all his friends have been saying all along, and that at some point Job even agreed with this theology, that those who are righteous are blessed in this life, and those who are evil are punished in this life. But in chapter 21, Job challenges that entire theology by talking about how evil people win. They die without ever being punished. And Job also asserts that his problem is with the Lord, not with his friends. So here we see the argument starting to shift, where Job is blaming God for what has happened to him. And we're also continuing in the book of Matthew. Jesus enters Jerusalem, and here we see a great crowd of people. Some people love him, other people wonder who he is, and other people hate him. And we see a point where Jesus gets a bit violent and overthrows some tables at the market. You see, people were making a profit over buying and selling things people needed for the temple. Like sometimes people needed doves to sacrifice them for their sins. And so unscrupulous men were cheating them by exchanging money and perhaps overpricing the things they had, all to make a buck off of the holiness of the Lord. But just remember, along the whole way, Jesus is actually quoting scripture during these actions. But Jesus' anger is subsided, and he goes on to heal some people and even takes care of the children. And the Pharisees, they hate seeing Jesus do good things. They'd rather him do bad things. Then they have a reason to blame him for being crazy. But it's hard to blame someone who's helping the children. Stay with us to see all of this play out. If you enjoy the show, visit me at patreon.com/storymaster. You'll find the link in the description box below. By contributing as little as $1 per month, you will enable me to continue this ministry, and you'll get cool rewards too. Together, we're going to get through the Bible in 1 year. Let's get started. Job chapter 19. Then Job answered, "How long will you hurt me and crush me with your words? You have insulted me 10 times now. You have attacked me without shame. Even if I have sinned, it is my problem, not yours. You want me to look bad, to make yourselves look good. You say my troubles are proof that I did wrong. I want you to know it was God who did this. He set this trap for me. I shout, he hurt me, but get no answer. No one hears my cry for fairness. God has blocked my way to keep me from getting through. He has hidden my path in darkness. He took away my honor. He took the crown from my head. He hits me on every side until I am worn out. He takes away my hope. It is like a tree pulled up by the roots. His anger burns against me. He treats me like an enemy. He sends his army against me. They are preparing their attack. They have set up camp around my tent. God has made my brothers hate me. Those who knew me have become strangers. My relatives have left me. My friends have forgotten me. My servant girls and foreigners who live in my house look at me as if I am a stranger and a foreigner. I call for my servant, but he does not answer. Even if I beg for help, he will not answer. My wife hates the smell of my breath. My own brothers hate me. Even little children make fun of me. When I get up, they say bad things about me. All my close friends hate me. Even my loved ones have turned against me. I am so thin. My skin hangs loose on my bones. I have little life left in me. Pity me, my friends. Pity me, because God is against me. Why do you persecute me as God does? Don't you get tired of hurting me? I wish someone would write down everything I say. I wish my words were written on a scroll. I wish they were carved with an iron tool into lead or scratched on a rock so that they would be there forever. I know that there is someone to defend me and that he lives. And in the end, he will stand here on earth and defend me, even after my skin has been destroyed. But I want to see God while I am still in my body. I want to see him with my own eyes, not through someone else's eyes. And I cannot tell you how much I want this to happen. Maybe you will say,
how can we push Job a little harder and make him realize that he is the source of his problems?
but you need to worry about your own punishment. God might use the sword against you. Then you will know there is a time for judgment. Job chapter 20. Then Zophar from Naamah answered,
You upset me, so I must answer you. I must tell you what I'm thinking. You insulted me with your answers, and I am wise and know how to answer you. You know that the joy of the wicked does not last long. That has been true a long time, ever since people were put on earth. Those who don't know God are happy for only a short time. Maybe an evil man's pride will reach up to the sky and his head will touch the clouds. But he will be gone forever like his own body waste. People who knew him will say,
Well, where is he?
Like a dream, he will fly away, never to be found. He will be chased away like a bad dream. Those who knew him before will not see him again. His family will never again get to see him. His children will have to give back what he took from the poor. His own hands will give up his wealth. When he was young, his bones were strong, but like the rest of his body, they will soon lie in the dirt. Evil tastes sweet in his mouth. He keeps it under his tongue to enjoy it fully. He hates to let it go and holds it in his mouth. But that evil will turn sour in his stomach. It will be like a snake's bitter poison inside him. The evil man will spit out the riches he has swallowed. God will make him vomit them up. What he drank will be like a snake's poison. It will kill him like the bite of a deadly snake. He will never again enjoy so much wealth, rivers flowing with honey and cream. He will be forced to give back his profits. He will not be allowed to enjoy what he worked for, because he hurt the poor and left them with nothing. He took houses he did not build. The evil man is never satisfied, but the things he wants cannot save him. After filling himself, there's nothing left. His success will not continue. Even while he has plenty, he will be pressed down with trouble. His problems will come down on him. If he does get all he wants, God will throw his burning anger against him. God will attack him and rain down punishment on him. Maybe he'll run away from an iron sword, but then a bronze arrow will strike him down. It will go through his body and stick out his back. Its shining point will pierce his liver, and he will be shocked with terror. All his treasures will be lost in darkness. He will be destroyed by a fire that no human started. It will destroy everything left in his house. Heaven will prove that he is guilty. The earth will be a witness against him. His house and everything in it will be carried away in the flood of God's anger. That is what God will do to those who are evil. This is what he plans to give them.
Job chapter 21. Then Job answered, Listen to what I say. Let this be your way of comforting me. Be patient while I speak. Then, after I have finished speaking, you may make fun of me. My complaint is not against people. There is a good reason why I am not patient. Look at me and be shocked. put your hand over your mouth and stare at me in shock. When I think about what happened to me, I feel afraid and my body shakes. Why do evil people live long lives? Why do they grow old and successful? They watch their children grow up and live to see their grandchildren. Their homes are safe and free from fear. God does not punish them. Their bulls never fail to mate. Their cows have healthy calves. They send their children out to play like lambs. Their children dance around. They sing and dance to the sound of harps and flutes. Evil people enjoy success during their lives and then go to the grave without suffering. They say to God,
Leave us alone. We don't care what you want us to do.
and they say,
Who is God all-powerful? We don't need to serve him. It will not help to pray to him.
of course, evil people don't make their own success. I would never follow their advice. But how often does God blow out their light? How often does trouble come to them? How often does God become angry with them and punish them? Does God blow them away as the wind blows straw, or as strong winds blow the grain husks? But you say,
God is saving their punishment for their children.
no, let God punish the evil people themselves so that they will know what they have done. Let them see their own punishment. Let them feel the anger of God all-powerful. When their life is finished and they are dead, they will not care about the family they leave behind. No one can teach God anything he doesn't already know. God judges even powerful rulers. One person dies after living a full and successful life, a life completely safe and comfortable, with a body that was well fed and bones that were still strong. But another person dies after a hard life that has made them bitter, never having enjoyed anything good. In the end, both of these people will lie together in the dirt. The worms will cover them both. But I know what you are thinking, and I know you want to hurt me. You might say,
Show me a good man's house. Now show me where evil people live.
surely you have talked with travelers. Surely you will accept their stories. Evil people are spared when disaster comes. They survive when God shows his anger. No one criticizes them to their faces for how they lived. No one punishes them for the evil they have done. When they are carried to the grave, they will have someone to watch over the place they are buried. So even the soil in the valley will be pleasant for them, and thousands of people will join their funeral march. So your empty words are no comfort to me. There is no truth at all in your answers.
Matthew chapter 21, verses 1 through 17. Jesus enters Jerusalem like a king. Jesus and his followers were coming closer to Jerusalem. But first they stopped at Bethphage, at the hill called the Mount of Olives. From there, Jesus sent 2 of his followers into town. He said to them, "Go to the town you could see there. When you enter it, you will find a donkey with her colt. Untie them both and bring them to me. If anyone asks you why you are taking the donkeys, tell them, 'The Lord needs them. He will send them back soon.'" This showed the full meaning of what the prophet said. Tell the people of Zion, now your king is coming to you. He is humble and riding on a donkey, and on the young colt of a donkey. The followers went and did what Jesus told them to do. They brought the mother donkey and the young donkey to him. They covered the donkeys with their coats, and Jesus sat on them. On the way to Jerusalem, many people spread their coats on the road for Jesus. Others cut branches from the trees and spread them on the road. Some of the people were walking ahead of Jesus. Others were walking behind him. They all shouted,
Praise to the Son of David!
Welcome! God bless the one who comes in the name of the Lord!
Praise to God in heaven!
When Jesus entered Jerusalem, the whole city was in uproar. They asked,
Who is this man?
The crowds following Jesus answered,
This is Jesus! He is the prophet from the town of Nazareth in Galilee!
Jesus went into the temple area. He chased out all those who were selling and buying things there. He turned over the tables that belonged to those who were exchanging different kinds of money. And he turned over the benches of those who were selling doves. Jesus said to them, The scriptures say, My temple will be called a house of prayer, but you are changing it into a hiding place for thieves. Some blind and lame people came to Jesus in the temple area, and Jesus healed them. The leading priests and the teachers of the law saw the wonderful things he was doing, and they saw the children praising him in the temple area. The children were shouting,
Praise to the Son of David!
All this made the priests and the teachers of the law angry. They asked Jesus.
Do you hear what these children are saying?
He answered, Yes, the scriptures say, You have taught children and babies to give praise. Have you not read that scripture? Then Jesus left them and went out of the city to Bethany, where he spent the night. Psalm 18, verses 1 through 6. For the music director, a song of David, the Lord's servant. He sang this song to the Lord when the Lord saved him from Saul and all his other enemies. I love you, Lord. You are my strength. The Lord is my rock, my fortress, and my place of safety. He is my God, the rock I run to for protection. He is my shield. By his power I am saved. He is my hiding place, high in the hills. I called to the Lord for help, and he saved me from my enemies. He is worthy of my praise. Death had its ropes wrapped around me. A deadly flood was carrying me away. The ropes of the grave wrapped around me. Death set its trap right there in front of me. In my trouble, I called to the Lord. Yes, I cried out to my God for help. There in his temple, he heard my voice. He heard my cry for help. Thank you, everyone. That was day 31. Join us for day 32. In the book of Job, Eliphaz comes back into the conversation and wants to know, why is God blaming Job? And then Job has an opportunity to respond and wonders why God, all-powerful, does not set times to judge the wicked. And in the book of Matthew, Jesus puts a curse on a fig tree and then uses a story about two sons and uses it to attack the priests and leaders. We hope you enjoyed today's verses. Be sure to leave us a positive review and to share this podcast with your friends and family. Please join us for the next episode as we experience the Bible in 1 year.
Did you know we offer online courses in creative writing, literature, and web design? Visit us at storymaster.online to learn more.